Welcome back, everyone. In our previous video, we posed a tricky question. What is the main cause of Parkinson's disease? And the correct answer is Parkinson's occurs when brain cells that produce dopamine gradually die. Symptoms appear only after 60–80% of dopamine is lost. This is the core cause, not genetics or infections. If you got it right, congratulations! If not, no worries today. We continue our journey of discovery and knowledge. Have you ever wondered what's really happening inside your body? Today, we'll explore colon cancer, a silent disease, but one that can be entirely prevented if we understand it properly and take timely action. It's time to test your memory and health knowledge once again. What is a polyp in the colon? Polyps start off harmless, but some quietly turn into cancer. The good news? We can find and remove them before they cause harm, often in the same colonoscopy. Think of polyps as silent sparks and screening as the water that puts them out. What's the biggest benefit of removing polyps during colonoscopy? Removing polyps early stops cancer before it starts. One small snip during colonoscopy can prevent years of suffering or even save a life. Which symptom may signal early-stage right-sided colon cancer? A drop of blood that's invisible to the naked eye could be the first sign of a major illness. Can you guess it? Leave your answer in the comments, we'll reveal it in the next video. Which food increases the risk of colon cancer the most? Processed meats like bacon, sausage, ham have been officially labeled Group 1 carcinogens, the same category as tobacco. Delicious? Maybe. Dangerous? Definitely. Eating them regularly is like feeding fuel to a slow-burning fire in your gut. Which of the following is a key lifestyle habit that helps prevent constipation and colon cancer? Just 30 minutes of walking per day acts like gentle breathing for your gut. It can reduce colon cancer risk by up to 35%, improve bowel movements, reduce inflammation, and help the body flush out toxins naturally. What type of fat is considered beneficial for colon health? Omega-3s are the lubricating oil for healthy cells. Found in salmon, sardines, flax seeds, and more, these fats reduce inflammation, stabilize colon tissue, and slow abnormal cell growth. One serving of fatty fish is like an umbrella for your gut cells. Why is the Mediterranean diet good for colon health? The Mediterranean diet, rich in olive oil, vegetables, and fatty fish, lowers colon cancer risk by up to 40%. It's not just eating, it's a way of nourishing your body with nature's wisdom. Which type of fiber helps reduce colon cancer risk? Insoluble fiber acts like a natural broom, sweeping out waste faster and lowering cancer risk by 20–30%. Which of the following may help reduce the risk of colon cancer by improving gut bacteria? Fermented foods like yogurt, kimchi, and kefir nourish gut bacteria, your frontline defense against inflammation. A healthy gut is the foundation of strong immunity. Feed your microbes right, and they'll fight for you. What's one powerful anti-inflammatory spice shown to protect colon health? Turmeric is more than a spice, it's a golden shield for your gut. Its active compound, curcumin, has been shown to reduce inflammation and suppress tumor growth in the colon. Add a dash of turmeric to your daily meals, and you're adding a soft layer of protection for your colon. At what age should average-risk adults begin colonoscopy screening? Age 45 isn't just a number, it's a powerful checkpoint. Colon cancer often grows silently for years. A simple colonoscopy at this age could detect a small polyp before it ever becomes dangerous. 1 hour, one test. A chance to live decades longer. How often should a colonoscopy be repeated if no issues are found? If your first colonoscopy shows no issues, you only need to repeat it every 10 years. One check, a decade of peace of mind. It's one of the wisest midlife investments. What test detects invisible blood in stool, a potential early sign of colon cancer? The FIT test looks for hidden blood in stool, often the first silent signal of a tumor. It's non-invasive, affordable, and could save your life. What change in stool shape may indicate left-sided colon cancer? Tumors on the left side often narrow the colon's passage. This causes pencil-thin stools, sometimes with alternating constipation and diarrhea. Don't ignore these subtle signs. Which of these seemingly common symptoms can be an early warning sign? Chronic fatigue may be a quiet red flag. Hidden tumor bleeding can cause anemia often missed until it's too late. Which of the following increases the risk of colon cancer? Obesity fuels chronic inflammation that increases colon cancer risk by 30–50%, especially with belly fat. It's more than appearance, it's internal danger. Which of these habits increases the risk of colon cancer the most? Smoking doesn't just harm your lungs, it damages colon cells, promoting mutations and chronic inflammation. Smokers face 2–3 times the colon cancer risk of non-smokers. Which of the following is considered a major inflammatory trigger that can promote colon cancer? Did you know that drinking just 1–2 glasses of alcohol per day can increase colon cancer risk by 20–50%? Alcohol doesn't just warm your heart, it quietly triggers inflammation and cellular mutations in your colon. A short-term pleasure shouldn't lead to long-term harm. What percentage of colon cancer cases are caused by inherited genetic mutations? Only 5–10% of colon cancer cases are inherited. That means over 90% are linked to what we eat, how we move, and how we live. Isn't that empowering? You're not trapped by your genes, you're in charge of your habits, and your habits shape your future. If a family member had colon cancer, how much earlier should you get screened? If a relative had colon cancer at 50, you should be screened at 40. Screening 10 years earlier cuts off inherited risk with proactive timing. How long does it usually take for a polyp to turn into colon cancer? Fast food, red meat, and sedentary habits are driving colon cancer in the young. A disease once for the elderly is now rapidly getting younger. Which side of the colon tends to show fewer symptoms, even when cancer is growing? Right-sided colon cancer is often more silent because stool is still liquid in this area. It may grow for years before showing signs. That's why early testing matters so much. Which condition may result from chronic bleeding caused by colon cancer? Long-term bleeding from tumors can lead to iron deficiency anemia. For adults over 45, unexplained anemia is a red flag, and colon cancer must be ruled out first. What is a common symptom of late-stage colon cancer? Losing weight without trying might seem like a win, but in late-stage colon cancer, it's a warning sign. The body loses nutrients, blood, and energy, but many shrug it off as just slimming down. Stay alert. Which of these is now considered safe and even beneficial for people with diverticula? Have you heard that people with diverticula shouldn't eat seeds? Good news, that's outdated. A study of over 47,000 people found that nuts and seeds do not increase the risk of diverticulitis. In fact, they help improve gut microbiota and reduce inflammation. Small but mighty. Who is at higher risk for early onset colon cancer? African Americans have the highest rates of colon cancer and death due to genetics, diet, and barriers in healthcare access. Awareness can save lives. Which trio is part of the risk triangle for colon cancer? Genes, environment, and age form the risk triangle for colon cancer. You can't change your DNA or birthday, but you can change your lifestyle starting today. Which vitamin is often low in people with poor colon absorption? Poor colon absorption often leads to low vitamin B12, triggering fatigue, dizziness, and brain fog. When your gut struggles, so does your mind. Don't ignore those silent signals. What role does gut microbiota play in colon cancer? A balanced gut microbiome creates short-chain fatty acids that fight inflammation and mutations. When it's off, you've lost your silent army. Which chronic condition increases colon cancer risk? Crohn's and ulcerative colitis cause chronic inflammation, damaging the colon lining and raising cancer risk significantly. Regular screening is critical for those affected. Where does colon cancer typically start? Colon cancer often begins in the inner lining, where rapid cell turnover makes it vulnerable. It's the silent ground zero for mutations. Where does colon cancer typically spread first? The liver is the first stop for colon cancer cells via the portal vein. When cancer spreads, the liver is often its first home. What is the 5-year survival rate for early-stage colon cancer? When caught early, colon cancer has a 5-year survival rate over 90%, but detected late, it drops below 15%. Early screening doesn't just save lives, it preserves their quality. Where does colon cancer rank in cancer-related deaths in the U.S.? Colon cancer is the second deadliest cancer in the U.S., killing over 52,000 people annually. Yet it's preventable. One timely screening can change everything. Why is colon cancer becoming more common in younger people? Fast food, red meat, and sedentary habits are driving colon cancer in the young. A disease once for the elderly is now rapidly getting younger. Congratulations, you've completed the quiz. Here are your results. What's your level? Drop it in the comments below. You can't see your colon every day, but you can protect it by learning, listening, and caring for it the right way. And today, you've just taken a powerful step on that journey. YouTube thinks you'll love the video on screen. Click Watch Now.